Ziggity Zig talking his way out of silver, game number 45. This is a game between myself and RockyRambo. Another PVT. Oh my god, all I get are PVTs, but oh well. This is my placement match for Season 5, 2012. So this will be, the first game of Season 5, 2012. Again, I hadn't realized that the actual game, the seasons were locking out, so tee-hee, I didn't quite get what was going on. But here's a game that I decided... I just played my placement game and I thought, oh man, you know what? 3-gate Robo is just not working against Terran recently, so I need to switch this up. And so I kind of took a little bit of lots of different advice, and I just sort of did something weird. I went, alright, fine, let's put my pylon there, shiggity bam. And I go my traditional clockwise search, which, as you're going to see, is not going to work all that well for me, but there we go. Because I will find him last. RockyRambo. That's, so the guy basically wants me... Sylvester Stallone. Oh, did you see that? That turned to 11 of 10. 11 of 11, and then it switched up to 19. That was really good timing on that. Meantime, the worker supply, yeah, so my worker supply is just a little bit ahead, but then again, I get overpowered Chrono, where he gets overpowered Mules, so we'll see how the income levels go in that case. I didn't quite get to complain about my lag at the beginning of the game to find out how far behind I got, but I don't think it happened to be that bad. It must be here in the, I mean, is it just in the lower levels that we all have slow computers, or is it just that having a slow computer keeps you in the lower levels? I don't really understand which one implies the other. Could be one of the two. So, RockyRambo comes in for a quick little sneak in and around my base. Now, I haven't played in a while, so I'm acting kind of nervous and feeling sort of weird about this whole thing, and I keep thinking, what am I missing? What am I not doing? And, I mean, I'm staying on my workers, that's cool, I'm getting my gas, coming up on 16 supply, so I'm just about ready to do something about that. So I come up to make another pylon, but instead of making another pylon, I decide, you know what, screw that, I'm gonna make... I probably do have enough for a pylon, and yes I do. So I had enough for a pylon and my cyber core, so I should have made that pylon early. I did not, but I had enough to make the pylon right away. So there is RockyRambo. Yeah, live and learn. I still didn't have enough for the Zealot, but I wasn't altogether worried. I'm not sure why, because, I mean, he's still kind of hanging out and around. Pretty much ready for one right now. But I had to wait for that. There we go. So, continuing on with the remainder of my macro here, and I do kind of peek in, but I don't see anything. So then I sort of slightly I just start getting dinged and picked off there. And then I decide, haha, I'm going to sit down here and find out if he expands or not. Just kind of, you know, keep moving back and forth. I figured that's in a pretty decent area. If he decides to move out directly against me, he will miss out on that probe, so probably pretty safe. So what I do now is I think, alright, I can put down another pylon, because I'm expecting that to happen before, and so once I get to just about where you'd be throwing down 2 or 3 more gateways, I think, alright, well I'm going to look around, see if he's doing any crazy shenanigans with the SCVs, see if maybe there's some bunkers coming down, but you know what, I'm actually getting really close, so he's not in my base. Put down a Nexus. What I probably should have done is gone up for a quick little peek to find out what he's doing, and so yeah, I did that after the Nexus, just to see. Nope, no base, so I'm not letting him see me, but at the same time, the only thing I'm really scouting is for an expo or some sort of kind of frontal attack. Now really, right now, I could be duly outgunned by the army supply. Let's have a look over here, and I'm not too far behind an EPM, so hopefully it's not that big of a deal. So this is my attempt at holding the line. Now I will need more sentry. There we go. So there's sentries enough to maybe hold this line. I'm not entirely too sure about that, but let's focus on this. One gateway expand. I just decided. I said, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what? I've got the money for it all of a sudden. Before I throw down my gateways, I'm just gonna throw down an expansion. Now, what I should be doing here, and I think I eventually do pretty quick, is just in case, since I still don't actually know. There's a factory going up, but I don't know that. I have no idea if he's rushing to medivacs. I mean, he could be doing cloaked banshees right now, so I am really vulnerable at this point. Now, Ford should certainly go up here, maybe some more gateways. So right now, I believe I'm on just 3 gateways. There I'm getting a second gas. Still not much going on. I do go in for a quick peek just to see if there's an expansion just yet, and then I keep moving my little guy, my forward probe just down there a little bit more. So there comes the robotics bay. Here comes the split. So the income is going to get back, hopefully, in a small advantage to me, except I think I'm just mostly getting a lot of gas at the moment. Here's my army supply is slightly ahead. Oh no, my army supply is slightly behind, but there we go. So the income really is starting to hold out. I'm getting a couple more units. I'm just, getting a couple units when I can, which is the way that I usually like to play. There's that pylon up there. I probably want to have another one up behind my main. I didn't do anything about these little invisible pockets here, which is kind of annoying. So once again, I'm flying very blind here, which makes me quite nervous. But I think I do chrono out the observer. I almost said Observatron. That's bad. The Observer when I get in there. But again, the worker supply is definitely high in my favor because as I keep checking with my silly little probe over here, he still has no expansion. You ready for this? Oh, wait. Who just went that way? Oh, no, that was the Observer. Okay, never mind. So that was just me clicking with the Observer to find out where he's going, and I'm going to keep this Observer... Oh, this Observer is apparently going to go over there as well. Ooh! Oh, wait. Yeah, that's the first one. Never mind, I'm an idiot. So the second Observer I'm going to keep with my base itself. I'm kind of confident in here. He does that scan, and that scan doesn't really find much. So let's just have a quick pause. I'm just coming in on his base, and I see all sorts of cool stuff. What he's looking at is this, where he sees just kind of a 3-gate type thing, so he's not really seeing much of anything. I'm not sure how many scans he's got. No, not all that much, just because the OP mules probably popped down. No, not seeing too many OP mules either. So as far as the force is kind of in his favor by just a little bit, but again, this is me starting to move through with my observer, and I'm thinking to myself, hey, that's not that huge of a force to reckon with, so the next thing I really should have thrown down right now I should have thrown down my Colossus Bay. Also known as my robotics facility. Help. Someone, help. Robotics Bay. No, okay, so the facility facilitates them, and the bay is for Colossus. That makes sense, right? So here's this guy, and I did drop myself away from... I dropped out of the expansion, and I put my observer right where I wanted an observer, and I've got this little forward pylon here. I wasn't sure that I'd be able to follow the medevacs the whole way, so I just used the observer to walk the whole way back. While I did that... Oh, come on. I wasn't warping these in. Okay, there we go. So once the gateways were finished, this army supply is effectively halfway. Now I tried to maneuver, since I saw them coming the entire way down here in the minimap, I tried to make sure that I just had a little bit more, trying to get a couple more sentries, try to move my sentries back, move my immortal a little further back, and keep my zealots up near the front. I was maneuvering my units into the right spot, and then sliced in half, tried to kite them back a little bit, didn't quite work. Move in at them again, got pretty lucky with him running away from there, but I did trap them in. And then I came in, hit up a Guardian Shield the second time, and then just gave chase, which you don't always like to do, but I'm kind of that guy. Getting into kind of a ridiculous amount of money right now. Still no assimilators up here, that's pretty bad, but as far as my saturation goes, my two bases are definitely up roughly where I want them to be. You could probably get a couple more over there. That is some full charge over there and some almost full charge over on the other side. So basically this is when I start doing some silly stuff, because I hit up another Guardian Shield and I go in and I just wipe up the rest of this. So here's the units lost. Going up and 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 up. I lose out a couple units, which I don't quite macro on. The medevacs aren't really helping out all that much there, but I get another couple stalkers. Luckily with the observer, I can pick off the... Sorry, I tapped my microphone just there. I can pick off the guys that are sort of sneaking up here on the upper ledge. My army supply is pretty overwhelming. Well, not overwhelming, but just higher up. Now, I don't waste my time on the flying away. The command center as it makes its way over there, but I do try to pick off the remainder of these units. There's 3 Marines still in there, but I do try to move my way up and just try to do a slight crappy stutter step, which does not quite cut it for me, because I'm really bad at that. There comes NSCD, CV, and no GG, no skill. So there it goes. A modestly successful... How many workers did he have? Oh my god, well, he's up to 27 up there, so that's a whole lot on just one base. You'd think he would have expanded, but I guess not. Average EPM was up to 27, 38 on the APM, so I was spamming a little bit, but I'd say that was still pretty decent. Kept sights on him. Once I got sights on him, the blind expansion, the blind one-gate expand was a little bit risky. You let me know how risky that was. Should I have done a little bit more to forge? With a gateway expand, you just gotta hope. Maybe this isn't the map for it because of how wide this is. But he can always cloaked Banshee rush you, in which case you're screwed. So you always... What is my first sighted unit? No, I didn't even have my 7 minutes, and I've had cloaked Banshees in my base. Here it comes. 820. So I wanted that up a lot faster, since that is my first unit with detection, just in case of cloaked Banshees. Was it 812? That's bad. So I got lucky, but I think I also did really well. So leave me a comment down below, send me an email, ziggyzig@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Twitter, @ZiggyStarCraft. Stay tuned.